Hello dear viewers, it's time to continue our journey, and what could possibly go wrong if we try to take a shortcut through the highest mountain in the area. We are playing Bravada, and once again I'm honored to be playing it with Ivan Taranenko, who is one of the game designers, writer of scripts and all texts in the game, artist responsible for all graphics and animations, and he's also responsible for PR of the game. Thank you very much, Ivan, for coming to the stream. I'm very happy to continue playing the game with you.
Yeah, hi again, Nicholas. And I want to say the reason because the game wasn't so popular is that I was responsible for PR, obviously. And also, as you can you see this metal pen behind his shoulder? Yeah, so we did this way before the PUBG.
That's cool.
Yeah, so we
actually, you know,
actually what?
Reasons for games being not popular is that many people are. I heard that many people they are dropping games if they find them to be too hard for them, and games like Dark Souls, which are difficult, they manage to be popular despite that because of having high marketing budgets.
Yeah, also the game was so short that many people finish it and get the refund.
I don't think it's so easy to just finish it. Then again, maybe if they play it on easy skill level.
Yeah.
Mechanics are interesting to explore though, and replayability, though the question is discovering mechanics can be hard.
Okay. Maybe I should remind what the story is about. We stopped at. So our hero is get his beloved flower, and instead of going backwards through the 4 of locations, his friend Little Bat, he just given advice to take a shortcut through the mountains. So in this chapter we will be playing in the mountains just to get home and get this beloved bird.
Yes, and there were a lot of hardships on the way. Many times he had the flower, almost had, but lost it in the last moment.
Yeah.
And before the flower there was even some infestation of basement with blue cubes who had a whole conspiracy to conquer the world or something like that.
Yeah. You're still playing on normal, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And I don't think the formation looked like that when I stopped last time. Then again, maybe it required for Phoenix bird. No, I think for the bird they were spread around to control the corners where the bird can...
that is because this location when you're fighting with the Phoenix is a little bit strange, so it's not like a continuous pass at that point, so it's just loading in a new location and all your troops are standing in 2 rows, so you have to reformate them.
So first thing I want to do is to make sure that healer is able to heal everyone. These are ranged attackers.
You have two healers. One of them is this elder gnome, and the one is a white flower. So they have a different range of healing. So it's pretty versatile combination, I would say.
Looks like nobody is living here, otherwise this tree would be taken to their home at Christmas. crystals in the open, but I just don't have many characters to protect them.
Maybe your formation is too
range.
wide. You know, too wide for now. Because like 6 or 5 units.
And there could be a problem with reaching places. Yeah. And if I put the chemist here, then he can give a shield to
he
range
will be
of characters. Maybe
way more efficient.
The crystal looks pretty.
Try to make like 3 by 4. Yeah, that's looks fine. And you always can swap,
and
you know,
attack range.
Your ranged units with your
maybe
tanks.
Like this, so you can quickly get some more hits. And maybe it's another melee.
Also take a look at your ogre buffer character. So he's now buffing this machine gunner, mini gunner. Maybe you want to buff your main hero because he has higher attacks, so this will be more efficient.
But he's buffing shield, and main hero is stronger.
Oh, he makes shield. Why?
Yes.
No. This is the shield from this alchemist, from chemist, and this troll shaman. He's given plus attack, plus attack. Maybe swap.
Correctly.
Maybe swap your chemist with a tank, so your chemist will be in the center. With a tank, yeah.
Yes,
something
now
like
chemist attacks buffs everyone.
Yeah.
Nice. Now only veteran can be quickly jump. He can jump forward if needed. Oh, there's a view. Look. Oh, so high.
Yeah, because you're in a mountain, you know.
Yes.
So...
That just makes me remember how stunning it was in Blood 2, the Killzone game, when you're riding an elevator up and you first see the buildings, and then everything is so high, the city is so... You're so high, the city is so far away, it turns into such flat surface.
Also, if you notice that there is a sea and a beach, so maybe it's the same beach you are walking before,
maybe
in a previous chapter.
Yeah, they are pretty hard to notice actually.
Because it's like shitty graphics. Okay.
Sad.
Okay. 2 more dwarves. Merchant.
Could have sold this node for a blizzard if he wanted to. Super marketologist.
Yeah.
When one possesses a minigun, aim is no longer a necessity, just point the barrel in the approximate direction of the enemy and pull the trigger. That actually reminds me of a description of stationary turret in Black Site Area 51, where it said that you should... The danger when you're using the turret is that you're looking forward and you're so exciting that you're shooting down everyone in front of you that you forget to look back and someone can easily sneak behind you and kill you.
Okay, so I apologize, but who are we going to sell these products to here? To these rocks or what? Silence, you brat. Some pipsqueak is teaching me. This is our own niche, and there is a customer. So
I
they
wonder
find...
if this is a Minecraft cube which you can take and use for something.
No, I think no.
It's just a strange decoration.
Maybe it's just a stump of this, you know, trees.
I would
Okay,
buy
so
hourglass and the potion for health, but he does not.
you know, you have so much money, so you can buy like everything. Maybe.
Though, what if I buy everything and then I'll get another merchant which will have something I need more than these things and won't have money anymore?
Maybe take a Nautilus cap
dynamite,
because,
dynamite.
yeah, dynamite
This
is
useful.
for sure.
What is it?
You
Nautilus
have 3
cap.
hourglass.
Yes, I already bought one. I had 2 and bought 1, I have 3. And what does the Nautilus cap do?
I don't know, but it looks like it gives a lot of armor to me because it's heavy and made of metal, so it's probably
just too bad
give
I can only put it on the main hero, and if I put it on the main hero I will lose the special, the evasion and attack speed.
Evasion,
because
so
this,
like evasion.
this thing is... Because this thing is working really well.
Yeah.
And replacing it with a lot of armor, I don't know. I think offensive may be better than defensive.
That's debatable.
Worst case, I'll just restart the chapter.
Okay. Can I go with you? It's so boring to stay here with this old grumbler. Of course you can. Sure, why not? Fall in. So you have another machine gunner. Traitor, you will regret this.
Now we have a wider formation.
And now you have like 12 units, which is, I don't know,
huge,
a lot of units. I don't know if you noticed, but most of the time the units joined your team are dwarves, because you can use your Ankh item to replenish your team with like birds or ogres or crystals or whatever, but you cannot replenish your group with dwarves. So if you, during your playing, you lose all your dwarves, those who join your team from time to time is the only option to replenish it with dwarves.
I see, so this is a very thoughtful decision. Actually, sometimes you meet dwarves which do not want to join your team. Maybe that's an opportunity to use Ankh on them?
Yeah, for sure.
That's cool.
That's another option, but it's kinda, rare, because... Okay, so... another obvious choose for you, I think. Or maybe you want to take another hidden flower because you have a lot of shooters. But he's a magical shooter. The sapphire flower is a magical shooter. Or another healer flower. What do you choose?
I think I'll stay with the shooter.
Okay. I thought maybe a third healer is a good idea.
There's the healer is offering
Amethyst.
to have +1 turn.
He gives a turn, which is very cool too. But you need a healer.
I like healing.
If you choose something else, then the only healer you have is your elder, which has a low radius, so not the best idea. Okay, another upgrade one. Chemist to Professor, which is again a healer,
is
to
adding to the shield.
Yeah, he gives a little bit more shield, and so it's basically the same unit, but a little bit better.
Ogre can be turned into a thrower or a destroyer, or keep being Shaman turns into a warlock. He has devoted his life to the placebo effect. Convinces his comrades that they are very strong. Many believe. That's cool. And satirical.
As I said in previous streams, I put a lot of effort into this, description.
Yes, and they are very, very interesting.
Okay.
Destroyers were busy knocking castles down and turned that into a profession. It's like dream of many that makes one happy of turning hobby into profession, but here it's twisted because hobby is destruction, so it's like feels like happy and scary character at the same time, like that Maniac from Clock Tower 3 game on PlayStation 2, who really enjoyed being Maniac and had a lot of enthusiasm about that. And that was so funny and scary at the same time.
Be careful with this machine gunner.
I hope that my steampunk hero will take care of the enemies. And now there's some meat.
Okay. Nice use of the diagonal movement, because you tried to keep the distance, which is great.
Oh, new enemy. Nimbladillo. Hand feeding is not recommended.
So try to not feed them with yourself, you know?
Only with bullets.
Yeah. Let diet.
That was a lucky one. And luck! And then luck ran out so quickly in one shot. In one shot, and there's no luck anymore.
Yeah, this is the nature of luck, you know? If he was lucky enough to, you know, withstand a series of bullets, it's a better idea to
attack. Oh.
To get cover.
His armor is really good at taking hits from these.
Yeah, because they have a physical armor. But they can do nothing against your main hero, against your sapphire crystal and this blue flower, sapphire flower.
And this is Armadillo.
Yeah. Dwarves like to make pests out of armadillo shells. The hard part is convincing the possession owner to leave first. Yeah.
Like here's that Minecraft cube. It's probably
no, this is
a tree that somebody, a tree that somebody cut, but it's just so low poly it turns into almost a cube. So many of them. Are they forming a smiley? Good mood forming a smiley. Things do add up here.
We are lucky today. It seems those armadillos are in good mood. Let's go around them very quietly.
If only there was a way around. You're offering to climb right there? That would be fun to try. Maybe there is some secret passage or something more. These rocks, but I don't see anything.
Okay. You can, you know, just... I don't think it's possible to... Oh!
Nothing, no
am I
interaction prompts.
Am I only one who's seen a pattern like a smiley face in this formation of
But
armadillos?
I've just said that they are forming a smiley.
Yeah. So what would you do? Trying to kind of go around, or?
But there's no way to go around. Oh, something's happening.
I said keep it quiet. Who threw a rock with the armadillo?
It's
Yeah,
just the
some
wind.
I thought I'd check if I could hit an armadillo on the head with a rock, because some say you can't.
What? But why did the rocks were coming from there and not from here then if he threw it?
I don't know. Maybe it's just, one of the effects that plays it randomly. It was because those who did it could no longer talk. Okay.
They're attacking. No.
Did you notice that
the smile is not happy anymore?
Yeah, now it's sad. Okay. I totally forgot about this,
Running away? Seriously?
Oh shit.
They're moving here, not there.
Absolutely forget about this face situation, because it was made by Kirill, our level designer, so it was his total initiative, Okay, let's try to figure out somehow the situation directly toward us. Yeah, that's a game, obviously.
You call that escape, really?
Oh man, that's a lot of armadillo. Use your sapphire crystal, because they probably more.
Crystal is here.
And
I can try moving flower to get more attack.
Oh, yeah. Swap your machine gunner in the first row with some steam tank, maybe, or because your tanks is doing well for now. Also, you have one fighter dwarf at the left down corner, so maybe place him. Yeah, and be careful because of those armadillos to the right. They will came to this elder in the next turn. So try to do something. Oh, a lot of armadillo. I just imagined how it's played on the hard difficulty in this point of level. Maybe move to the left, I don't know.
This might work.
Maybe most of this armadillo will just, pass you and without even fighting.
Moving down. But there's a whole row of armadillo right here.
You have to do something. Maybe use dynamite, I don't know, or what.
For now everyone has at full health. So let's just probably see what happens next.
Okay. Seems like your healers are doing well, but be careful about this elder guy, because he has
marking turtle.
Yeah.
So that
nice
will
idea.
be destroyed.
That's a good idea.
Quickly.
I just checked if streaming going well, and seems like it's fine. Everything
That's great
works.
to know. Thank you.
Maybe I should check the sound.
Yes.
Maybe these armadillos are not that dangerous because they have like low attack, so a lot of defense but low attack. Not a big threat.
But they certainly look dangerous because there are so many of them.
Yeah, it was a good decision to go into the left, because if you stand in the center, then way more armadillo will be,
Probably destroy this one and go forward. They don't seem to be moving. Even the Elder and the Flower seem to be doing well.
Oh, another dwarf.
Checkpoint. A lot of mines.
Oh my god. Okay. What will... Watch your step. Trolls have set up a real minefield here. Okay. How do you know? I'm a retired sapper. Very well, I'll help you get through. Follow my lead. Okay. You go first. We're not hurrying anywhere, so go ahead. Go ahead. Okay. Now, behold a professional at work. All done in a flash.
He's throwing rock and chain reaction destroys all mines.
So that's how you think it's well going on?
Yes.
We'll see. We'll see.
He's making a path. But
the path is clear.
He exaggerated his health.
Whoa, that was really professional. Yeah, and the fireworks were great. Okay.
Come to think of it, since there was a checkpoint, the question is maybe if you put a character in front, and if a character can survive the mine, then healers will regenerate health, and then everything will be
you can just move slowly, like turn by turn, and watch what's going on. I think it
would be also nice to make these birds go to the mines, but they don't seem to be.
They're not that stupid, man. That's what the birds doing for now, They kinda...
That hurts a lot, but...
You can skip turns by hitting... You can just hit space, Yeah.
It just looks interesting and dynamic to me, moving back and forth.
Also put your healer inside, swap him with a chemist, so it will be faster. For now.
Chemist is given shield.
Yeah, shield is useful. So maybe with the main hero then.
Melee attack, and here, and like this. Still reaching.
Nice.
That sounds good. Now, disable more mines.
I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. I'll disable mines during that time. Oh, almost there. Seriously. Different mines seems to be doing different damage. Oh, the birds are coming. Nice, maybe they will help us defuse the mines. There's a dead bird here, and I thought it was a decoy drone on the ground, and only now when I see that its wind obstructs legs of another bird, only now I see that it's actually a volumetric model and not a decoy. Just with this distance of the camera, it blends with the environment.
That's because the shading of the character models was used like unlit shader without any actual shading, you know. That's making them pop out in front of the most of the rounds.
There's something green in the rock.
I'm not sure. It's like I don't know. Let's figure it out. Just move forward and we'll see
crystal?
what it is.
Emerald?
I don't know. It looks like a glitch or something. Maybe some kind of asset was left there.
For some reason,
that was close.
This one gets more damage from the mine than the one to the right. Gets more damage from the mine than the one to the left, even though they seem to be completely identical characters.
I don't know.
Level.
Maybe because of the shield. It has no shield.
Ah, yes, that makes sense because he's not.
Nice.
So in the range of the alchemist.
Nice. The game works. You know, the shield are working. That's excellent. I don't know what it is.
Still looks like an emerald to me.
Just make another turn and forget about it. Personally, I think that this mountain level is one of the most boring in the game. We've got casualties. Second, come in. So, I'm pretty sure that you remember this conspiracy of the slimes. And before we figure out that slimes has like evolution into the cubes, and after the cubes they became crystals. So they still has these conspiracy plans to, you know, conquer the world, maybe. And here we see they are like an army. Base, this is Chick. Colored one was lost during landing from 615 height. Sending reinforcements. Over.
And the unit is called Chick, so it's like a reference into that event of chickens in the basement.
Maybe. And you see how they are aggressive, so they're just killing everybody, even those neutral birds.
Oh.
And there are tons of the crystals, and they are ranged, so be very careful.
I have range.
But you have a lot. You have 2 healers, so it will be fine.
I can try moving ranged character here to have more attack against them.
Yeah, you have like 2 options in tactics, like keeping a distance and fight ranged against ranged, or put your steam tanks in the front line and just, you know, shorten the distance and blocking their ability to attack. But I know that you tend to use ranged approach.
Now it's time for a steam tank.
Be careful because this row of blue crystals is very dangerous. Maybe use dynamite or whatever if you wish. And also one of your healer isn't effective that much because it's standing very far away from the first row of your units.
The units are getting shield from the alchemist.
Yeah. And this shield is reinforced by a troll shaman, so it's pretty effective. But maybe swap with this blue crystal or blue flower, so just give a little bit more health ability to your team. Okay.
Now,
also, the damage of these blue crystals are area-based, so that's why they give so much. If you go into information, they are taken like in a cross pattern. And don't forget that when...
Maybe if I give the shield to the one that's most damaged, and move closer to them to use steam tanks.
Also, don't forget a little tip that when you move forward, you will heal a little bit of health too.
So I can move forward and left.
Yeah, good idea. And give a shield. Why not? Why not? You have a lot of these items, so it's better idea to use them because you cannot collect a lot of them. If you move to the left, it will be good idea, or forward left, because you will block a lot of these guys. And this piece of meat.
If I move to the left, it will break the formation, but I will take meat.
Take your upper steam tank and drag onto the meat.
Yes.
Onto the meat.
This way he will attack.
Yeah. Almost did it. So at that point, when you have like 12 units in your team, only these crowds of enemies can do something with you, because all these birds, which has no formation, really kind of useless against such a crowd. While we develop this game, we kind of think that this is a good idea to enlarge your number of your teammates during the game, like going from 3 to 12. But now I see that it wasn't that good idea, because it has an influence on how a game is passing. So that's why we have to give this option to make an tactical mode, and we added in the fourth chapter to give an opportunity to more control to your team. I don't think this is a great feature, so it works somehow, but it just the solution of the problem, not really a feature. I see it like this. Okay, let's go. We'll see what will be next. Also, if you notice, these rocks are kind of looking more realistic than previous location, which was more cartoonish style. That's because I was at the ending of the production. I was kind of tired of making these graphical assets, and I just imagined how I'm making all these rocks with hand painting textures, and I don't know. Somehow it was freaking me out. So I just made low polygon rocks and textured them with photo references. So it was a lazy approach because I was tired.
They have interesting shapes. Maybe they could work better if they had these features actually modeled on them.
For sure.
You can even use your own photos for making rocks this way if you live in the area where you have rocks. So you can make photos of them. And you can put to your content. Oh, there's somebody. It's a statue. It cannot be checked.
Oh. Yeah. Now I do remember
More
something.
crystals. Green crystal, red crystal.
Yeah,
blue
it's just like a
crystal.
decoration, you know. That was made by our level designer just to make this location, this area, a little bit more rich, like it's some kind of gems or
But
gems.
what were the crystals made from? Is that a
Look at
special?
that! A petrified dwarf. How could this happen? Petrified. Oh my god, what a word. Okay, how could this happen? He asked too many questions. Okay.
So there were special models for crystals that were placed around the rocks.
Not sure. Maybe this is the same crystals. Just you know, we put them in the rocks, inside the rocks.
Crystals like this one just used,
Yeah.
like cuts on parts of them were cut and used, repainted, and placed.
You can see how these birds can do nothing against you because your team is too big and a lot of ranged units which are overkilled. Oh, again the crystals. But this is like same formation. 8 of melee crystals and 8 of ranged crystals. You will try to be covered behind this stone dwarf.
There are 2
Yeah.
squares which can be used as cover.
Now it's too far away. Move. Yeah, it's fine. Fine for now. Maybe you should move your main hero to the left because he will be more useful having such a range of attack. And don't forget to use a priority target because those white crystals are not that, you know, dangerous for you. Nice. Oh, you have a book, so maybe use one of your books to give a level to some character, and then take this one, because you cannot store more than 3 books. So okay.
Seems like there's a path to the left.
No, it's not possible.
I mean, path as a decoration.
Yeah.
It's like in the desert where the whole area was open.
I don't know if we ever made Bravada 2, then maybe it's a good idea to make more open levels, you know, when you not only moves forward, but it's like a squarish location.
And different levels where you can slowly learn how to play the game and memorize all mechanics.
Also, I think like the 12 units is way too much for the game. Okay, so now you have only 2 options, because you always choose the like plus attack. So for now you have only the health or armor, which is same thing. But I think the health is more universal, because it's the same, like it uses against physical and magical attack, and your armor is useful only against what is you wearing, like against the physical attack for now.
Yeah,
so health is more. Yeah, health is more useful.
There's a whole fortification of crystals. Can we destroy these things to damage crystals?
Okay, you even prioritize them. Very clever. You see, the game is trying to be really obvious, because these barrels like screaming TNT.
There are dead ogres.
Yeah, maybe they was not smart enough to use these barrels. It was a tough battle, but we took this citadel. Now nothing and no one can expel us from here. Okay. Hello there. No one, you say? To battle! The enemy is at the gates. Where is enemy? I don't see anyone. You are the enemy. Me? Well, okay. Okay. So I don't know, I made this main hero so chilled, you know, he always like chilling. Who is enemy? I am enemy? Okay. Okay, why not? Oh, a lot of crystals, but
another barrel.
Yeah, maybe use your hero, because
they are not moving.
Because they're staying inside the citadel, you know? That's the tactics.
If they're staying inside the citadel, I can just keep moves from here until they all die.
Yeah. Because you know, you're armored with this rifle, which is one of the absolute weapon, you know? Weapon of mass destruction.
Oh, one actually left the citadel, another 2.
Maybe they figure out that this is not the best idea to stay inside.
Maybe,
while
but the exit is too small and they do not use drag and drop.
Yeah, and also these walls, they kind of not working like a cover, you know, so you can still shoot behind them. which is bad. Oh, tons of gems inside this rock wall.
Yes.
Is this bonfire gives any damage to?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, game is so awesome. Do you see how detailed
Yes.
the game?
Actually, that's a great attention to detail, because there are games where if you touch torches and fires, you're not getting damaged.
Or even if you know, it's the main point of the game to touch the torches. Like Dark Souls, I'm looking at you, you know. So it's all the game is made in around the touching of the torches. Okay.
Now the silver will be destroyed.
And the stones, you know, the little stones from the rock. I don't know, just enjoying this detailization.
What about mining for crystals?
Oh, it's not a Minecraft, you know, game. So even though we have a Minecraft pickaxe item.
And Minecraft tree trunks.
No, it's just trunks.
But they are square like Minecraft. Another place to squeeze through.
Oh,
good thing I
good
didn't
for
pay
you.
for this pin.
Yeah.
Found it anyway. And it gives defense plus 35, speed minus 20. So I think it's not as good as
it's still this Astral Halo is still better because it
if you evade attack, then you completely not damaged by it.
Yeah, so it looks like 50% of the weight. It's like 20% of your health or armor, and this Nautilus helmet just gives you 35% of armor. So yeah, this Astral Halo is a super item. Superb. Oh. What is going on?
It's just the sunset. Sun can be purple.
Well, did you hear the sound? The sound.
Explosion.
Is it my stomach growling or what? Yeah, probably. Nope, I think it's a volcano eruption. What? What? What volcano? What eruption? Well, a small volcano and a teeny eruption. Are you scared? Who, me? I fear nothing. He's so confident. Well, then move it with your feet and not with your tongue, okay?
Need to restore the formation first.
Yeah. I think you need a good formation. You will need a good formation because it's the end of the level, and the next level will be, you know, special level. A special level because every chapter has a special level. So, and usually it's a second level of the chapter, and we are at the end of first level. So, next one will be second. You got the point.
Smoke and sparks.
Okay, so eruption started.
Look, it's getting destroyed, and there's lava underneath.
Yeah. Didn't I say that level will be special? So it's only started, so... I think it's better idea to not, skipping any turns in this level and trying to go forward as fast as you can.
Chat message, Xia Kefensi, sorry if I read it incorrectly. This is not even GDS. I don't know what is GDS.
Me too.
They are sinking in lava, and they are turning when they are sinking. That's cool.
Game dev story.
Game dev story. No, it is a game
because...
development story, because we're talking about how the game was developed.
But maybe this tag is about this particular game dev story. You know? It's a game, it was like
I don't
homage
know.
to...
I don't know.
Because,
I thought it's...
Because there are
maybe
game called Game Dev Story and...
I see. Then maybe... Then yes, if that's the case, then yes, I made a mistake, because I thought it means story of development of any game.
Yeah, so you just misleading one of the viewers.
I see. Yes, I'm sorry for that.
Yeah, sorry,
Just
I apologize.
problem is that there's no tag of Bravada, so I had to put something. Otherwise it just wouldn't let me upload the video. Oh no.
Man, be very careful and use your
tactical mode.
Tactical mode.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, yes. Then we need
and
to like.
Yeah, and I will repeat it again.
Leave this place
will...
because it will. If
maybe
I think they will die instantly if you
get into the lava.
Да, exactly, yes. Now just probably skip turns.
As you
and
see,
now...
you have two turns, so when you just this border appears,
I believe that this is going to be dangerous, because if I like accidentally misclick at move forward, then I like step right into the lava, because I think this game is not like Gears of War or Bulletstorm, which are carefully put on invisible walls around these kinds of things.
Yep.
It's like more hardcore type.
Because the checkpoint
was... Just look at this.
Just try to step into the lava, because the checkpoint wasn't too far away, so you can play it. Because I'm not really remember how exactly this lava works.
Well, I don't know. You see, I'm thinking logically here. Before, I've seen a minefield, and then there was a guy walking through the mines. Point is, he did not die instantly. He walked through few mines, then he died. So it showed you that you can survive a mine, but you will die eventually. That's it. And here you see enemies. They fall into the lava. They sink instantly. And this I interpret it in a way that the game teaches you that if you step into the lava, then you will sink instantly and instantly die. And this is exactly why I'm trying to move the team forward before this island.
I think you just should try, because I do not remember how exactly it works. You know, probably because this is last chapter and one of the last levels in the game, I played less of time in this level, so this is the reason why I do not remember exactly how it works.
I don't know, from what the game taught me, I'm absolutely confident that it's insta-kill.
But I don't know, I know for sure that you should not skip the turns and always try to move forward. In every possibility,
yes, that's absolutely correct.
Can you see this?
Because eventually it will completely, the floor will completely fall down. And
Then they have this cracks showing the showing the lava.
This
So
is good.
put attention to that.
This is good. That they are warning you where exactly it's going to fall.
So
I think
yeah.
now it's
Move all your team forward, man.
they refuse to do it.
No,
Looks like your dream will come true now. No, but it did not. But it was very close to this.
Yeah.
Diagonal move maybe? Yes, it worked. Good.
Yeah, so try to stay away from drag and drop for now and just move all your team because you know it's way faster.
Yeah, that's good to know.
So
There's an enemy green flower. There's an enemy green flower.
I think it just physical range. Don't be afraid to go like straight forward to your enemies because your team is so big. You will kind of deal with them easily.
But this
pay
flower is not
attention
something that should be not someone that should be attacked by the.
Maybe spend one of a turn to put your healer flower inside the formation because
Yes, that makes sense.
and then just move all your team if you can.
This maybe. I think I can move the team now. Yes, I did.
Did you notice these darkened squares in the left down corners? Yeah,
oh, they're very hard to notice. And it looks like they are. The pattern is they are going like be broken, torn off, and fall into the lava.
For sure.
And now, like this. Oh, there's the one in front.
Yeah, so try to go like left diagonal. Always try to move forward. So if you want to go left, or maybe you just need to.
Maybe I should use tactical mode to try and make more compact formation before I move forward.
Maybe. Okay. Use your tactical mode again. Oh no, you have this armadillo, so no, it's still fine. You must.
But I can use tactical mode to move whole team forward around this thing.
Yeah, that's clever idea. It's fine.
Achievement unlocked KO. Units knocked out 1801. And for that, some Christmas cap.
Yeah.
Santa's hat. 10 away, 37 away.
Something in between the, this Nautilus head and your halo, so it gives
old enough to be a Santa yourself. That's funny.
Yeah, I think it's like a Russian anecdote or something.
I don't remember hearing that anecdote. Alright. Tactical mode attempt.
Yeah.
You can tell the anecdote while I'm moving the units.
Well, I think it's it's just the text, you just reading in the description.
And that's the whole anecdote, and
yeah,
contains whole anecdote. Okay.
Don't be too afraid, but be careful with this. So move. I think you need to use your tactical mode for sure. Oh no, man. No,
It
no,
doesn't work that way.
click cancel, yeah.
I can just move it because
Yeah,
it's the only
yeah.
one which is standing in the danger zone, so just move it. Problem solved. What about... wait. It's preparing. Move the crystal away.
Yeah.
They are now... they are still in the range of the healer, should be fine. And... there's room to move forward.
Did you see how this trees kind of heated by volcano heat, and they're getting fire and fall to the ground. So
I didn't notice that.
Very detailed game.
Because I'm very concentrated on these things.
Yeah.
Cracks on the ground, but it's very good that trees are actually burning and falling. Gives more dynamic to the level. Feels like prevents it from feeling like interactive painting.
Yeah. And if you kind of compare this level to the first level of the game, outside this dwarven tunnels with the hen houses, there is a huge difference. Move to diagonally, I think, to the right, maybe, or just forward. No, it's fine.
For now,
just
should be fine, and then there's tactical mode or not.
I think at these levels, diagonal is your friend.
And then
I don't know. I'm just moving to the forward and right.
They might refuse because the squad is getting too big. So it's best to be safe and just rearrange the squad first and then try to move. Yes.
Don't be afraid to move forward, even if you see a lot of enemies, because your team is pretty good and you have long-ranged healer, which is placed very effective right now, standing in this corner.
Not so much.
But his range is so big, so.
But I can make the team smaller to increase my chance of moving now.
Especially now, when you see this darkened area under the roofs, you kind of have to move forward.
Yeah, these things are becoming hard to notice.
Yeah, also the good idea is to mark.
And walk,
to use a tactical mode and mark your enemies.
Steps forward in a tactical mode.
You can just press double V to, move everyone, even if it's a tactical mode, and then just fix some of them. Oh no.
Thinking maybe while this one falls down, others will be able to... These birds will go away, down.
I don't know, man. Just maybe you have to deal with these birds to the left, because
To the right there's only one bird and I can squeeze
So
the squad through it.
You will
with
try to squeeze,
tactical
okay?
mode.
No, just press E button so all your troops kind of moves, and then you just fix if you don't like something. But I think it's fine. No, he's already moved. And I think standing on lava is not an instant kill, you know, because I think I saw some armadillos just give some damage, but not.
It's really good. I'm just scared of taking risks.
Yeah. Good luck with trying to squeeze in this, you know, thin path. Use the tactical mode if you can, because it's an opportunity to just press W. Okay. And yeah.
And now they basically advancing.
Oh, it will be hard, you know. I just imagine that the next darkened area will be just in front of you. Yeah, it's under this trees, so it's.
It's there, squeezing back.
Man, I think it's better idea to use your drag and drop maybe, but I'm not sure. No, let's try to. Well, I'm confused, you know. So basically, we have like 2 turns, right, to deal with this.
Seems that way.
So, okay, let's try use the tactical mode, and move those guys who stands in the first 2 rows to move forward. Like no, I mean in the first to the upper end of the screen. So
they do not.
Yeah, this guy. Because it's too far.
It actually would be a good time to just turn off the limitation for the squad.
Maybe just press W.
I already did. They just moving. These 2 are moving forward and nothing else happens.
Okay. Then press cancel because it's useless. Okay, so what would we do? If we just rush forward, it maybe. What would? Hell, what to do? Maybe your healers will be enough to heal, you know.
Just drag and drop this one down and then moving back, everyone.
Okay. Move down and left. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. And then just move to the left.
Rearrange.
No.
Wait.
It's
a tactical mode.
A lot of turns.
Everything
so just move to the left.
If I move to the left, then the hero will get into the lava. But there's a hourglass.
Use the tactical mode. Move to the left in the tactical mode, and then bring your main hero back. Back to his position. Yeah.
Done. And then I use tactical mode again, and I'm moving left and moving hero like that.
Yeah. And now we are waiting for another dark region to the left, right? Yeah, that's right.
Exactly.
Be very careful because one of your characters are close to death, so maybe use a healing potion, or use the book to give him levels and also heal him. Yeah. And now again, move your tactical mode for sure, and try to move as fast as you can. Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, the hero is in the lava.
Not,
Your dream came true. Nothing happened. Look, the hero is standing right in the lava and nothing happened to him at all. So, not only your dream came true, in reality it happened to be a lot better than what you were dreaming about.
Maybe because he's Jesus, you know. Didn't you notice this?
He can
Halo?
walk because he can walk like
On the fire.
on lava.
I'm not
Without-
saying he's a cooler than Jesus because he's walking on the fire, not on the water, but he's similar, I would say.
And now I think like this.
Yeah,
Not.
yeah. I think your elder will be fine.
Elder, no, Elder does not want to move this way.
Now, elder is all. Oh, yeah, it's okay. So you kind of deal with this situation. Don't forget to try and to move as fast as you can. This is you know, like a key to this level. Basically, it's a key to every special level, if you noticed. We kind of, you know, tried to create a rush, add a little bit of action to this slow-paced game. So this was a purpose of these levels, to kind of entertain the game.
To do quick decisions.
Oh, I see a new... he already dead. A new character like Dinosaur or something.
Maybe this is it, because it looks so different from everyone else. Hoping.
Oh man,
That's
you
extremely
have
close.
have problems.
That's what I get for following your advice of always moving forward.
You see your steam tank inside your formation. He's kind of useless. No, inside, and don't do anything for now because you will lost your steam tank. Maybe mark him as a priority target for healers. Your damaged one. Maybe and then just swap. You still may lost your steam tank, I think. So maybe give him a shield. To his wounded,
and swap the healer for another steam tank, so can attack.
I think it will be okay.
Oh, look, tree is burning.
Yeah.
What about movement? It's nice that tactical mode also gives you ability to preview your moves and see if a move is going to work out. Here's Dragon Lean.
Green Dragon Lean, yeah.
Has a swift and nasty bite. If running away didn't help, use Brilliant Green. Brilliant Green. That's
Зеленка.
Exactly,
Right?
that's a thing. Yeah, зеленка, раствор бриллиантового зеленого. It's a thing that is used to kill microbes in the wounds. So I get it. I get the joke. It's like if you still got a bite, then use Brilliant Green to prevent infection.
Yeah, and the blue dragon lings have a toxic breeze capable of killing unprepared adventurers on the... Okay.
And why doesn't it mention a gas mask? Like, to avoid these toxin breath, you have to wear a gas mask around these things.
Yeah, and then you say, look, I'm your father, right? Look!
Who could have thought?
I'm not sure if Zilonka or green or whatever is a thing in the Western world, you know? Maybe just our thing. because
Maybe.
so
But they must use something to
yeah.
for wounds, like be it a spirit or brilliant green in spirit or Gyot in spirit.
No, I think it's hydrogen peroxide, maybe.
Oh,
You know.
that's something. Something sounds familiar, but something that
Перекись
almost-
водорода.
now it sounds more familiar, but still it's something like I've only briefly heard about it times and never even seen it used. Марганцовка. Nice. Get nice violet water if you put it in it. That is what I've seen at school.
Yeah, but I
The
think
lesson
it's.
when the teacher put it into water.
I think that it's kind of forbidden or I don't know, banned because it used to make some explosions, you know, and drugs. So I don't see it in the pharmacies
drugs.
these days.
Yeah, like, and yet no one seemed to ban nitrogen balls, balloons.
Balloons, yeah.
that people like they breed them and then they become really happy and they speak quickly, like in a video, high-speed video, you know. And it's
Yeah.
also very dangerous for the health.
I propose to ban, you know, children's holidays because of this balloon. So dangerous.
Actually, the problem is that drugs is what people come to when life isn't happy enough. So maybe it's about what is required is to fight actual reason, not just the symptom. Because there was a scientist called Bruce Alexander who did experiments on rats, and he realized that if rat has a huge cage when there are many other rats and many like interesting things to climb and toys to play with, then unlike usual scenario when rat is alone in the cage, rat does not have a tendency to choose between two glasses, which one have water and another has heroin in that water. So the rat tends to choose the one without heroin, because if it's already happy, it doesn't need to create any artificial happiness from anywhere outside. Also, I heard that when soldiers returned to war, and that at war they used, like for painkillers and for courage, if they used drugs, then many of them did not become drug addicts, because when they returned to normal life they didn't need drugs anymore, because life is given good things, unlike war, which is full of horrors.
Yeah. And your story about rats, I think they just need to use hippie rats, you know? They always choose peace and always choose
do good
and
stuff
always
and throw it in the water.
yeah.
Do good deeds and throw
They
them in
choose
the water.
peace, and they will choose like heroin water instead of regular one. So hippie rats is a special
Don't know.
rats. Okay, so we
Don't know
have
that
a
can be
lot of these
translated.
dinosaurs We
But
have
I am now
Bravada.
thinking about these things in the floor. Yeah.
Don't forget to move from the diagonal.
Diagonal forward might help.
Because sometimes you kinda need to move to the
preview?
right or left. Yeah.
Smaller. What?
Nice.
What? This spot can move forward. That's good news.
And get some damage from these dragon lanes.
Thankfully, most dragon lanes are going to just pass by. Wait, why this got more damage? This was marked. Range, because of the range. Now,
Yeah. Oh, you
times.
have a dynamite.
Yes, dynamite, get it. And
Use your diagonal, right?
that's what I mean.
Diagonal. I always struggle with pronunciation of this word in English. Diagonal? Is it
Diagonal?
real?
I have no idea. I always thought it's diagonal, but I never wanted to look it up.
You know, my level of English is like, I do understand what foreigners say, but they do not understand me. Something like this.
I don't know. It doesn't seem that bad to my ear. Doesn't seem too bad to understand.
Yeah. I'm just kidding.
This kind of stuff can only happen if you only read books, but never bother to think about how to actually say the words.
Yeah. Yeah, that I'm actually, you know, consume a lot more information in English than compared to the amount of like times when I actually use it in verbal. So that's why I have a good understanding, but not so good in verbal English. Okay, it looks like the eruption has stopped, which is nice news. I hope so. Yeah, me too. So I think we just were almost done this level, second level of the last chapter. Oh, I kind of remember the next level will be. We will see. We'll see. Eventually.
Book.
Yeah.
Should have to take it. Only 2 books. 1 more book. Maybe 3.
Yeah. Good idea. Okay, Frosty Ridge. So this is next level. And
snow.
Yeah, so the atmosphere is changing again.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ogres.
It's
Thug.
It became. Okay.
And disputes by killing both parties. No parties, no disputes. Problem solved at the core.
Yeah. So he's a solver of the problem in your way, you know, not fighting with the symptoms, but with the reasons.
It's like human, like nature. Nature leads to conflicts. I don't know. There's a snow, and there's a cloud in there.
Just check the streaming and everything looks okay to me.
And
we make D from those bombs.
Booms.
Booms, yeah, sorry. Me make different. What? Repeat. Me not here. So the language is similar to mine. Talking enough.
And this
Talking enough.
only 2 words. This is definitely not a shaman. This place.
Yeah.
4
Eat
words.
though. Me too. Light the fuse. Bite what? With God only crackers. So he's like, you know, mishearing or something because of these explosions. We got only crackers.
White.
So,
I won't say not
I wouldn't-
crackers. He goes
for sure.
cookies. Not
Not
flares.
crackers. Watch out. Sauerkraut? Chief are picking on me. Sauerkraut. I don't know what the hell is this.
Sauerkraut.
Some kind
Sounds
of,
like some
you know,
German word or something.
maybe some kind of food. Or something. I'm not sure because it's our translator made this. Actually, we kind of have a very nice system for the translations, for localization of the game. We have like spreadsheets, and it has columns you need to translate, and right to the word or to the phrase you need to translate. Sometimes there were like comments from me, what does it mean, what this joke is about. So
Excellent.
because it's sometimes it's really hard to translate when it's like a play of words and something like the stupid
And
humor with the
Translation build of the game automatically fills these spreadsheets with new translations.
Yeah, not automatically, but we had a system to like re-import this text to the database file and something like this.
And
okay,
export.
so yeah, I'm not sure how this is understandable, but beat them while they're hungry, or they will cook some dwarf soup. So this is the story behind these trolls. They kind of became deaf because of these explosions of the TNT, and their brigadier kind of trying to make them works, but they all they hear is something about food because they're hungry, something like this. But of course, we have to kill them, so whatever.
And there's another TNT.
Yeah. Okay.
But doesn't do much damage this time.
Yeah, because they are, you know, trolls. They have a lot of health. Formation is really good because you have the steam tanks in front of their melee fighters. So just continue what you're doing. Looks nice. Maybe swap to your machine gunners because one of them has low health. Ooh, that sound. Ooh.
Yeah, funny sound.
Fine. Oh, I think I see this kind of troll camp in a previous level, so maybe just, you know, copy paste with a few tweaks.
Yeah,
looks
the layout
very
looks
similar.
similar because the chest, the
Yeah.
crates, the dynamite.
Our level designer, you know, cut some
Probably-
corners.
Probably you were running out of time and have no time to make a new location for this area.
Yeah, previously it was like Citadel full of these crystals. And now this is a Citadel with orcs who do mining with this dynamite.
Warlock is in front of everyone, he's not buffing anyone, and he's not going back.
He's a berserker. And as you can see, we're getting higher in the mountains, and there is a clouds to the right, you know, so we are now higher than clouds level.
Soviet Cup.
Yeah, like Budenovka. I wonder
that's
what
exactly how it's called. Defense plus 35, so Astro Halo seems still better.
What is the description? Will not protect your head from hostile bullet, but is what?
Sure to lift up your revolutionary enthusiasm.
Okay, that's true.
And there's also Woolen Cap. Protects the brain from cold perfectly. For some individuals, however, the system is of no use, because there's nothing to protect apparently.
Yeah.
Oh.
That one is cute.
Yes. Scientists have not defined the kind of wool it is knitted from, but the doghead pattern on it is definitely artificial.
Yeah.
So these things were made by human, and the dwarfs are descendants of long dead human civilization.
Whoa, man, you just, pushing the lore of my game way farther than I, so... I never thought it is that deep. It is strange that we are going up. I think dwarf mines should be underground.
But that's exactly what was on the map. The map clearly shown that you're going right through the mountains. You go up, then you will go down.
But, the hero has some doubts. Maybe
he already forgot about it, probably.
No, it's okay. It's not that far. I don't know. We'll see.
They are escaping.
Base, this is Vulture. We are surrounded. Evacuation impossible. Snowy Peak lost. Over.
At the moment, I thought it was like Ogre saying that, then I looked here and it's a crystal. So at the moment I thought that crystals are working together with ogres.
No, they're just surrounded by ogres, or trolls. Just another little cutscene, if you will, showing something kind of imitated, meaningful world. Oh, now it's tons of trolls. Sorry.
They are short range and others are melee.
Be careful with your white warrior guy, because he may die next turn. Maybe swap him with a steam tank or something.
Maybe. Prioritized healing and like this.
Yeah. Oh, please don't die, man. Please don't die. Oh, yeah.
He's still in danger, we have to
I don't know, maybe swap
the
him with...
crystal, look, the crystal is even
yeah.
even more danger.
Yeah, so no, I don't know, maybe use a healing potion or what, or book. Book is fine too. But your warrior guy is still in trouble, I think, because you see these stone throwers, and one of even has like this shaman behind him, so it's kind of... What is the distance of this stone thrower?
Not, he cannot reach.
But in the next
It
turn
might change
will...
the next turn. It might change the next turn.
Yeah, for sure you need to heal this sapphire with a book, maybe. Yeah, and I don't know, maybe the same thing for this warrior, or just him.
Maybe like this.
Maybe, why not? Kind of try to deal them one by one. Okay.
Let's think.
Maybe move to the left, because you will stand next to this stone thrower and we will block them.
Question is, will the flower survive?
I think, I don't know how much of the health it has. It has
1652.
Like... And how much of attack?
263.
Yeah, so I think it will be fine. You can swap this flower with your blue crystal or machine gunner or main hero. So many
the
options.
Crystal is not doing so well.
Yeah, for sure your hero is... he can survive even tougher situations, so... Oh, pay attention to this berserker or whatever. Or Tug. Yeah, he's kind of dangerous right now. A little bit. Not so much, because he will die quickly.
2
Okay.
on him. Steampunk. To like distract attention.
Okay. Not a big deal.
And completed. Now there are birds, which all are melee, so we need to put all our ranged attackers in front.
And this level has such a peaceful mood, you know? Like you're high in the mountains, it's so white and clean. Like a little bit snowy. And I don't know, it has such a big contrast with the boss battle. We'll see. It will be soon. So what do you think? Can we finish the game today, or?
Depends on the boss. I think the final boss might be incredibly hard.
Yeah. We'll see. Maybe it's not that hard. Maybe just annoying like all the bosses before. Also, when we made a tactical mode, and and we decided how it will work, one of the options was give opportunity to to set the target for each of your units separately, but we kind of tried a little bit testing, and it was too confusing because so many lines, so many these arcs and arrows, who attacks who moving to this position, who does that. So it was way too confusing. So we just stick with this auto attacking feature, and decided to not to give such a precise control because it was not casual enough to defeat the rest of the game, But there was
another path to the left.
Yeah.
The decoration.
For sure.
A lot of ranged attacks. This one is better because more health. That's a huge crowd.
Yep, but you has a lot of ranged units, so and they kinda in a nice formation. So I think these birds are doomed,
It's interesting how one of them always dies from first shot, another needs more shots.
I don't know, maybe it's slight variation in the damage. Okay.
There was a mistake. It's because the range.
Yeah, the range wasn't enough.
This can be fixed by. Oh look, there's nest. This can be fixed by simply saying, "Show on a window this move is impossible."
You're right. You may lost this flower if you use the tactical mode, because I think it should be swapped with someone. Maybe with the Steam Warrior maybe. Or with your main hero.
If we prioritize the bird, then maybe the bird will die before it can kill the gunner.
But the bird, how much speed the birds has?
90.
So
wait, 97.
No, they very fast, so they will attack first because they have like 2-3 numbers under their legs. So this is a order of attacking. So first one will be your alchemist, will give shield. The next one will be bird number 2, then bird number 3. So no, they will attack first. Sometimes these numbers are very useful, but you can turn them off by just clicking Control, I think, if you don't use them. Look, there is a griffin nest. Let's kindle fire and cook some eggs. Okay. You're such a kind little boy, you know.
He only wants to eat. He didn't eat since the beginning of the day. He's very hungry. We should have pity for him.
You know, the main. Have you forgotten how your last campfire ended? Yeah, he's kind of forget. I don't know. The main hero is such a confusing character because he, you know, he is same time like naive and cynical. Both, you know. From time
Maybe
to
it's
time.
because he knows some areas of life and doesn't know others.
Yeah, and I think he will know the new area of life very, very soon because it will be a sad story. Okay, so you've forgotten how your last campfire ended?
I am kinda expecting that the end of the game won't be as simple as just taking the flower home and eating it, and there will be some unexpected twist.
We'll see. But I'm hungry. Let's press on. We will eat soon. I'm dying of hunger.
But what about dinner? The family won't be happy. Like they spend time making dinner, and then turns out when he comes to dinner he ate somewhere else, and their efforts are like in vain.
Mm-hmm.
Egg. They say that long ago the world was created from a single egg. It is better to cook this one before something new and horrifying is created.
Even description of freaking eggs, you know, so much effort was put in this. This.
The bird has left, and dinosaurs are burning eggs, and that's because that's the way these birds hatch, by luring dinosaurs in. That's an interesting animal behavior pattern. And the bird deliberately left so that the dinosaurs like think the path is cleared and they like burn, but no, dragonlins. Dragon tin already. That's higher level dragonlin, that's probably how they level. Lin, tin, adult. And so the bird has left to deliberately lure them, and that's the hatching process.
This is a reinforcement.
And even more birds.
Yeah, tons of birds.
Come on, dinosaur, kill some more of them.
Yeah. I do not remember what to do with these eggs, you know, because if you're attacking it, then the bird is like burned.
You probably cannot do anything because you will not be able to bypass the egg, since the team will attack it automatically.
Yeah, probably.
There's no way to deprioritize the attack.
Mm-hmm. Also, it's a good idea to
maybe shaman can work better by reinforcing someone in the front row.
I think he will. He should stand in behind this guy's
healer,
behind the alchemist, because alchemist gives shields to one shield per turn. So in this turn he will give to one character, and to the second character, and so on. So the reinforcement shield is like a good idea, and healing is just one healing per turn.
Right, all are in range. I know one's evasion from there. Just the healing priority maybe. What else?
Yeah.
Very damaged. This dragon team is still there.
Yeah, and he's doing nothing, like just standing and waiting for you.
I wonder if it's a scripted scene or not. Or if it's just an enemy.
No, I think it's just, his behavior. So.
Scripted scene maybe about... But no, the hero is not that stupid after he's seen that attempting to cook the eggs will only lead to hatching. He is probably going to leave his idea to make eggs.
I would not underestimate his stupidity, Because Albert Einstein says, like, what does he say?
There are
two infinities, yeah. You know this phrase, right?
Just when you think you've seen everything, the bottom gets destroyed and there's another bottom under it. And this is the same nest we've seen in the desert.
Of course.
Oh.
Oh, that's a lot of fire.
Need to just wait for them to do as much damage to each other as possible.
Yeah, to divide and to conquer, right? I think these birds are losing.
Birds are not going closer, so they cannot do melee attacks. And now it could be... small range, high range. Probably need to get as close to them as possible. So, to avoid situations like it was before. They were killing in distance. Still not getting any attacks. But with them. No way to go now. They're doing an extremely high damage to the...
And keep going forward,
to the steam tank, but not to minigunners, so... It is required to remove the steam tank.
Also be careful because they have like magical damage, I think. So your steam tanks has no, armor against.
And it's exactly why I'm trying to move him away.
I'm not sure, but maybe these sounds we like record it ourselves and maybe just edit it.
Yes, I'm editing to make them sound faster.
Yeah, and a little bit higher, like higher sound.
Yeah, higher is funnier.
Or we just used that balloons. I do not remember exactly.
Yeah, it reminds of balloons.
Be careful, man! Oh no! Oh no! So what you can use? Hourglass.
Tank can be used to make another steam tank. So for now, it's not much of a problem.
Okay. You just need a few turns forward to to restore this tank.
Yes.
So it's fine.
Let's try to move a flower in range to attack this dragon.
Also, I probably would recommend you to avoid spending consumables items, except the ankhs for sure, because
they might be needed on the boss.
Yeah, probably. But I do not remember what the feature of this was. I kind of remember, but not really sure how exactly to defeat him.
Is restored.
Okay.
Steam Tank is back. As if he never died.
But it's not the same Steam Tank, it's just copy of your second, you know?
No, it's not. That's
so
horrors that were presented by the game Soma. It's like if like a person each person is a unique personality which has like infinite value, because there will never be a person like them again, but it's not the same anymore when technology allows to make copies of people, exact copies. And it's extremely scary future, like, because you as a person have absolutely no value, because people can simply make copies of you for themselves.
Yeah.
And this way the game tells that technology might not bring happiness to humanity. It can be actually a really scary world to live in.
Yeah. Also, description of the Soma game looks like it's one of the series of this Black Mirror series. One of the seasons.
What Black Mirror?
Don't you see this?
I don't know.
You never watched the Black Mirror? It's a like short series of movies. I don't know how to explain.
Well, there were some movies about the war of Soma, but I don't.
No, it's not about the
Soma.
It's about the future and the different technologies and how they may.
You're trying to say that the game is similar to them in tone. It's just I heard it incorrectly. I heard that game is part of this series, and that's why I'm thinking, what? It's made from developers from Amnesia, Penumbra, who never mentioned any Black Mirror, and then where did it come from?
Yeah, no, just my clumsy English, And sometime before I have a conversation with my friend, and he's kind of pointing at that some of the technologies shown in the Black Mirror series is kind of coming to reality in some form, and I answered that I hope not seeing realization of the first series, of the first season of the Black Mirror. I hope it will not be realized ever, If you don't remember, there was a series about Prime Minister of Great Britain. He was like blackmailed. No, well, it's better to rewatch the series. It's horrible.
Actually, very soon, current technology removes possibility to blackmail people, because if there's any material that video, for example, that shows someone in a bad light, then that someone can just say that it's not actually them on the video, it was made by a neural net face app, which replaces people's faces on the video, and that's why blackmail does not work anymore, because the something that could be used as proof before cannot be used as proof today, since it can be easily made with a neural net without involving the actual person shown on the video. I didn't watch the Black Mirror, so I don't know what kind of blackmailing.
Oh man, you just have to, you know, it's one of the best series about technologies and their influences. But do not be, I don't know, afraid. I don't know how to say. So, just first season and the first series is very strange and not similar to others. So, after you watching the first series of the first season, just try to watch second one, because
and not to form impression about the whole series about the first, because it's very different from everything else.
Yeah, and very strange. It's more like humor than philosophy in the first series, and more of the philosophy in the next one. But it's excellent series. I do recommend it highly. Okay, let's try to kill these dinosaurs. I think it's not too far away. The end of the game is really
they're
close.
doing almost no damage.
Yeah. So basically, everything you need to do is just hit the space bar.
I'm having difficulties believing that it's really gonna be that easy. I have a bad feeling that just the moment I look around from some character, next moment I look back, the character will be dead.
That's possible. I think you need this potion. Sure.
I think so.
Because it's a hardcore game, and I think you will have no, trader before the final boss, like in many other games. You know, you kind of came into the room in some game. It's full of loot, some kind of ammo, weapons, grenades, whatever. You kind of take all this shit and absolutely understands that something will going on in the next few minutes, you know.
Totally correct.
Yeah, so it's like a spoiler in modern games. It was very exaggerated in Deus Ex series. You know, the new Deus Ex totally breaks the atmosphere, and was no surprise to meeting the boss because of this. You see how those steam tanks are struggles because they have no armor.
I have another steam tank and enough place to move him away.
Okay.
Now I can even take this bug. Lucky that didn't kill anything there. Where's the button? Convert this to coins.
Yeah.
Another army of dinosaurs. And another statue. Maybe these statues are hinting about what the final boss will be doing.
Maybe.
Maybe it's something like Greek Gorgon Medusa.
Maybe not. Maybe not saying anything. Or maybe saying something. We'll see. These blue dinosaurs are really ineffective against machine gunners.
Have to move steampunks away.
Yeah. And restore the formation using the tactical move. Also, the guy who made all the level design, the Kirill, he also made all the effects in the game, visual effects, all the particle sprites, you know, fire and this cloud on the right side of the screen, the snow and everything. So it's all up to him. Also, after we finished Bravada, he kind of became an effects artist, so
impressive.
Yeah,
it probably really helped him to have a released game in his portfolio with effects made all by himself.
This statue is just like a real dwarf. That statue screamed too much and ran too slowly.
The bat knows something.
I would not comment that.
It's nice. The bat is leading everyone into a trap, and it was a traitor from the very beginning. And the tension has been built up, like you get more and more of these statues. It's probably already the boss since everyone's escaping.
Are you sure we aren't lost? It's much colder here.
But no, it's exactly how it should be, because on the map we're going to the peak, then we're going down, so at first it will be a lot colder, and then it will be moving down and it will get warmer and warmer.
Sure, a little more up and well, there will be an elevator that we can use to descend directly to the mines.
Sounds like it's making it up on the go.
Alright, I want to eat already and should probably change my socks. They begin to stink a little. Yeah. Stone dwarfs.
The mountain is cut in the corner.
Yeah. A little bit of, you know.
Yeah, imagine how it would look like on ultra wide monitor. The cut will be a lot bigger. Unless you're using Word minus for ultra wide.
Yeah, something like this. But I'm not sure how we did it. Maybe the 16 by 9 is the widest we are counted on, you know, at the moment.
Well, actually people don't like it. If they get Word minus, if they buy a wider monitor, they want to see more. That's how it is whenever one transitions from 4 on 3 to 16 on 9, and I'm pretty certain that's the same when it comes to 21 on 9. And now it's cut even without ultra. But maybe it's the peak, so everything is like below, and we don't see it, but it's just below. Oh, look, these crystals are actually not just decoration, they are used for something. A portal?
Maybe.
And there's no way down? Now that's totally different from the map.
Wow, and what is that thing over there? Well, finally we are here. Now everything will be its own place, and I will get back to my true form.
Just what I said.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised you figured out it before, because I don't know, to be sad or to be, glad to hear that from you, because it was an intention to build this tension in the end of this level, and the Betis became more nervous or something not that kind as it before. Okay, so he will get back to his true form. We'll see.
And that... oh, cutscene, nice.
Yeah. What is this? Some sort of masterpiece of ancient architecture?
Eat the flower already before you use it again. Before you lose it again.
Give me that flower, you fool. Where the hell are you taking it to?
He didn't realize he should have ate it already.
Yeah.
After losing some...
For many years I have been captured in this weak body. Are you mad or what, Wingy? No, I have never felt so good. Now I'm becoming myself. Oh yes.
And it's just a dragon.
Yeah. And if you remember, there was a dragon in the tutorial, the blue dragon. It was a dream of the main hero, so...
And that was I remember that dragon was very easy to defeat.
Yeah, well, maybe this one will be too, I don't know. We'll see.
It has... It's looking strange, it has 0 attack. Something's not right. A lot of health, defense, so it's like just approaching.
Maybe because he has
unknown
like...
attack. But if you look here, he has unknown attack.
And he has like different types of attacks. That's why he's like 0, have 0, because we don't figure out how to describe like several types of attacks.
Just write few numbers instead of 1.
Maybe. Okay, let's try
or instead of 0, write unknown here. Just like if you like this, you have this, then to be consistent with it, you can just write unknown here.
Maybe. So, the result of hundreds of years of eating dwarven explorers who have tried to steal his gold. This ancient dragon is angry and out to stop this nonsense. I just have,
once and for all.
Yeah, because I have like better resolution streaming from you directly, so some words is unreadable. Okay, let's try to kill this guy.
The result of hundreds of years. So he ate dwarven explorers. So what to make out of this description? It seems like he doesn't want any more explorers coming to him, so he wants to destroy all dwarves to stop anyone.
He was kind of, if you pay attention to this cutscene, that he's kind of was captured in his weak form of this bat, and basically the whole story behind this flower was a lie, because it gives no beard, this flower. This flower was needed for the bat to return to to his real form. So he grabbed this flower and flied through the portal.
And the flower is
became
already
dread.
destroyed, so we won't get the scene where the hero eats the flower and nothing happens.
You will see. Well, let's try to kill this guy and we'll see what happens. So basically this bat, he was like a creator.
Well, I suspected that. I suspected that he might be just simply too young to have a beard, but it considering he is like stupid, or it could be that he actually eats the flower and then believes for the rest of his life that he has a beard only because of the flower. Because after means idea. Because of.
Let's try to kill this guy and we will see like my version of the story, so you will decide if it's good or not. Okay?
Interesting. But first we need to figure out how to attack. There was a checkpoint at the beginning of the boss fight, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So let's just try to approach.
Hey, so he is still the normal. Yeah, hey, you still don't get it. I am the bat, or more correctly, the dragon in the grease of the bat. Many years I was cursed and remained in this weak body. Huh? What are you talking about? I needed you only to get the magic flower and return my real strength. I would not have acquired the flower without you. Now would I have reached this place. Nor would I reach this place. Yeah. You could just ask it, so this flower will not help me get a beard? Of course not, you silly naive dwarf. I don't need your help anymore. On the other hand, I am a bit hungry. What do you mean? You will see.
But if they kill the dragon, they will get a lot of meat to eat. And enough to gift to the village.
Also, have a
if
good
the dragon,
picnic.
that is, if the dragon has a good meat, of course.
Yeah. That doesn't look like a very strong guy, you know, just hitting with skills.
It's only for now. There must be a second form as soon as he gets damaged. Oh, it's now blue. And it's creating enemies. Copying the characters. And it's now... But it's still the same description, even though it looks like a different character.
Yep.
Like...
I think he can do nothing with your two healers, you know? You just heals too quickly, so...
For now it looks like more spectacular than challenging, but...
Yeah.
I think there's gonna be some problem up ahead. And also nice whirlwind on the snow. And the trees, they move in the wind. Cool.
Yeah. So you're kind of fighting at the, you know, very top of the mountain. I think his purple form is more like standing closer, you know, propose to stand closer to the team. To your team members, you know. So he's like more like a melee version, and his blue form is maybe more ranged.
Magical. Yes.
Yeah.
The ranged attack of creating clones. It's the same attack we have with the Anks, actually.
Yeah.
So it's pretty interesting that the main hero and the dragon are somehow connected in a way that they use same abilities. And it seems like you can move closer, but you actually cannot. because the way he looks like, he only occupies 3 squares horizontally, but actually he occupies a square of 9. But you can only realize this after you try to move against him, and then you get your squad deformed like this. And it seems like if you're standing close to him, his attack does not work.
Yeah, I think it was an idea to, trying to get closer when it's blue form and try to keep away when he's a purple.
It's procreating by division. Now there are 2 dragons.
Yeah, one of them red and one, I don't know, blue.
They are still the same, just smaller. I wonder if we have to do something with the portal, or just we need to kill them all.
Oh, this lightning strikes the tree. I'm just...
Yes,
I don't know how to say it. It's so many details in this game. It's awesome.
Environment gets changed. Dragon creates clones. And here the prioritizing of enemies for each character would help. But...
Oh, I can kinda starting to remember. Okay.
Wouldn't... But then it... I don't know. Why do you want to stand so far away?
I don't know.
Let's see who is the most damaged. Try this. It's now yellow dragon, green dragon.
Yep. Honestly, I don't remember what the difference between the colors, so I'm trying to figure out it along with you,
We'll see soon enough. And soon we will see when we will defeat them in like 20 minutes or in 2 hours.
Okay, you're back. So...
How much health? 7,000 I think he had last time, so should die. Yes. Again it's operating by division. And what will be next? Small dragons which will stomp like cockroaches?
Yeah. I hope so. I would, watch
Good thing there's an alchemist. Alchemist does not do anything. He can reach. Oh, it's teleporting. Probably not a big deal.
Did you know that thunders sometimes happens during the snowing season? It's very rare, event, but sometimes happens.
Look, it turned friendly units into enemies, the ogre, and...
Yeah, they used something similar to this magic dust, item you have in your inventory. So they can kind of confusing them for a few turns, maybe.
So only confusing. It doesn't do much damage.
Yep.
It's just died. All the units are back to friendly. Cool.
Yeah. Whoa, yeah. Your dodge head, you know, it's too good to be true. Okay. So this yellow has like confusive breath, something like this. So he breathing and you're right.
Oh, now it's a steam tank. Ah, it's the same steam tank. It's just
Yeah.
because it's
Just
facing
pop.
different direction.
Yeah.
Need another mill character. More attacking. Yes.
Yeah.
I can just attack this one anyway.
Yeah.
Keep going with the original plan.
why not? Of course, having such a cool equipped hero, he's I don't know, killer itself. I believe he can, defeat this boss even by himself.
That would be less like strategy and more like action game. Running around, dodging attacks, doing your own.
Yeah. But I have to say that this is one of the goals of the game, to make a turn-based game like more fast-paced, something like this.
But then it really needs to put a lot of effort to make you memorize all the mechanics in the game, so you can then use them more effectively.
Yeah. Look at the stupid white flower, they just going up to you, forward to you, but they have to stand right to
exactly.
heal.
Yeah, that's a flaw in the eye. Just a few more entries in the behavior tree and it would look a lot more clever. And here there was some enemy without... it's like this damage bar appeared before the flower appeared.
Okay.
Wait. Why not? I'll pick it up next turn anyway.
And the hero is hungry, so cookie will be helpful.
Who could have thought Cookie can do that? Only one dragon left.
I think the idea behind this boss was like there is 6 colors of dragons, and each of the color has like one type of attack, and when they can combine by 3 and by 2, so when they combine they have like 3 type of attacks. When they combine into one, they have like 6 type of attacks, something like this. So each colors is means one type of attack.
I wonder if crystals have some meaning about calling dragons.
Probably not, they just for decoration.
But these crystals are on the portal, maybe they are power source. Dragon Slayer achievement unlocked.
Okay.
Defeated the dragon in the final battle.
Let's not rush, but we'll see what is the end of the game.
If that was the final boss, there won't be any more gameplay.
Yeah, I think yes.
So you decided to do the final boss more like spectacular than actually dangerous. It's not a bad idea to actually let the player rest after all that they had to get through in the previous levels.
All the fighting with the controls,
Sit back and enjoy, and with many mechanics that are hard to memorize, which are look cool and great when used effectively, but just the game goes on too fast and too many new things fall on you. But if you really like this game, then it becomes a gem for you, because there's replayability and a lot of room to know the mechanics more and more and get better and better at them.
Yeah, especially if you kind of want to finish the game on the hard level, it kind of requires understanding the mechanics and the speciality of the units, because if you're trying to play on hard difficulty for the first time, have no experience in this game, it's probably impossible or very, very hard.
Or completing everything with 1,000 times of reloading.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see. What
Let's see
is
what
the ending?
Mhm.
Guns.
Oh, it-
So they can
got
be
another
reused
item.
for New Game Plus future playthroughs.
Yeah.
Interesting. Guns. Twin guns. Armed with a pair of guns. You look twice as awesome. Twice as dead. And then, rifle. 120, 90 speed. 85, 76. But 2 times attack, so it has less range than the rifle, but it has more attack,
damage, yeah.
more damage. So all in all, it
And
sounds like a better
it's,
weapon.
it's not even the best twin guns because it's only second level, like a silver tier, you know. And your rifle is already gold. So, like final pistols, you don't get them because you play it on the normal. If you play it on the hard, you will higher chance to get the golden items. So that's why you don't get, for example, this golden twin guns. So the rifle was like an uber weapon for you. Okay, just press close. Made some move, maybe.
Oh, yes, made a move. Triggered.
Okay. You got what you deserved, traitor. I trusted you as a brother. I thought we were friends, but you used me. This entire journey was for nothing. And this flower is useless. I'll never have a beard. Don't worry, lad. Elder? It took us some time to find you. We thought you were lost for the good. I just wanted to have a beard like everybody else. And that traitor, we went. An oak in the forest, orc stole the flower and splashed into the waterfall and then sand. Alright, be quiet. A friend in need is a friend indeed. And the true dwarf is not the one with a beard, but one who is kind, stubborn, and brave. Yeah. But what about the beard? You will have your beard. Give me that flower. I think it should work. Wear it with pride and remember, action speaks louder than beards. I think this is the end, so... Developers, look at the credits, graphics. Ivan Taranenko, programming Andrei Mikhalenko. You will just see these three guys, you know. Level design Kirill Mikhalenko. So, because everything was made by three guys, so for all these credits, there will be just three guys.
That's really a good example how to when having little resources to use them wisely and to bring a project to completion against all odds.
Yeah, and you could see there's other guys who help us with music and the text editing. You Ukrainian localization because it's available in Ukrainian language too. And some guys who help us with testing and some other stuff. Special thanks.
It looks like the hero actually got a good reputation after all, because here he is standing with the sword.
Yeah, he's kind of, you know,
like rallying everyone.
Yeah, and he's like telling the story about his journey and, you know, bravading his because of what he did. So this is the name of the game, the Bravada, you know.
Yeah,
And
cool.
And you're right that a game was created with very few resources. We basically have no budget and only skills of three guys. That's all. And
a lot of wisdom to do clever tricks, such as make a lot of animations quickly by deforming meshes.
Yeah. Sometimes people kind of complaining about this animation. They want to see like every unit is animated in a special way, like separately, you know. But it's not really possible with having just only one artist in the team. Or maybe possible, but I wasn't able to do this just by myself. So only the bosses are animated more or less. They have like movement, attacks, and animation of death. But other units are kind of simplified in this way. So yeah, this is a last screen of the game. You have like 3 buttons underneath, which leads to our website, to the green lights, and I don't know.
Nice. They open them in Steam browser.
Yeah.
And these two are probably lead to the same place.
The same, probably, yeah, the same place. This is the Steam Greenlight because
Steam Greenlight. How long ago that was? How long ago it existed?
Yeah, like maybe like couple of years ago it was discontinued.
So maybe your job at PR was not as bad as you were saying at the beginning of the stream, because you managed to get votes for Steam Greenlight, you know, and that says something. After playing it with you and seeing the game after all these years, I think the problem was not in PR but in the game itself. I'm kind of truly understand that it's looks fine. It's cute game with some characters, some jokes, but people want it on their Android phones to play. And chill on a bus while going to work.
And actually, we have a build for Android, but we never publish it because for some reason. But we have plans, which never happens. So the problem why the game wasn't so popular is the game itself. So it's not that fun. It's some kind of fun, but not that level of fun and interest to gain natural flow of people who want to play this game, something like this. So
because
I don't think
it's not spoon feeding you. It requires you to actually think, to actually experiment, to research, and at the same time there's really not much grounds for that, like a game, for example, called Bayonetta, which also requires you to experiment and research to find tactics to win battles. It has special levels for that, where you cannot die, and you only, if you lose health on that level, you return from it with the amount of health you had when you started it, and you even get in-game currency for the percentage of enemies you managed to kill before failing the level. So it's like so it constantly pushes you to keep experimenting. It rewards you even every small step, because even if you're failing, you're still getting the money you can later use to buy better weapons, better combat moves that can be useful in the future. So it's like motivation to move forward, because even if you like spend an hour trying to complete a mission and a side mission and won't complete it, you're still not wasting time.
Yeah, and I want to say that even Bravada being such a minimalistic, maybe cartoonish game with simplistic graphics, I still got a lot of experience from this game, because previously I worked at some companies and made some more complicated graphic stuff, but only working on the game from the start to beginning, you kind of you see all the troubles, all the problems you have to solve to finish the game, and it wasn't easy task, to finish it, because it's needed from you to be like this little dwarf, brave and maybe naive in some sort, but a lot of
naive, yes, because that brings more motivation. Like if you believe that your game is going to be a hit, then you're more motivated to actually make it.
Yeah, motivation was a great challenge, because it was our first game, separated, not working on someone, but our own game, and motivation. We have no money, no budget, no nothing, basically, only like believing in the project.
Yes, believing in yourself, believing in the project. Yes.
Yeah. So even if the game seems to be like such a simplistic
and people get disappointed because they think it's some simple mobile tap to screen kind of stuff, and then they realize, and that brings another problem, that people who are into complex games which require to think, they disregard this game because they think it's some simple mobile tap the screen, and people who like mobile tap the screen, they come to this game and they get disappointed because they don't get what they expected.
You're absolutely right. This is a core problem of the game. I think it's one of the reasons why it wasn't so popular, because it's kind of between two worlds of the gaming, something in between the casual and hardcore. So this is a problem of positioning.
I don't know. Maybe like keep normal and hard modes locked until someone completes the game on easy. Because if you do that, well, I don't know. Like if you back to like, since we spoke about Bayonetta, since we look again at Japanese games, then I think Resident Evil and Devil May Cry, they have very hard difficulties locked until you complete the normal. There's also another interesting idea, like Devil May Cry, and I think Death by Degrees did that too. They easy level gets unlocked only if you die a few times on normal.
And how do you like the ending of the game, the final cutscenes and the final itself?
Well, it's exactly what I expected. Like at the beginning, and I think it was first stream or a second when I said that that it will be something like the beard is not really needed, and don't remember exactly how I put it, but the idea was that it's not really the beard you need, just don't know what you maybe the experience you get in the journey.
So has some like a philosophical aspect. It's very simple, but it's there, still there. That not your appearance and not some visual things are important, but what is behind all these things, you know?
Yeah, it felt
Basically,
like it felt like it would be using a trope that of a hero searching for some artifact and then revealing that this artifact is not what he actually needs, but still he found what he needed in the process. That's how it felt from the very beginning.
Yeah, so it's not some original idea. It's a basic thing, but still, I think it's important.
It's
and
all about
sometimes
the presentation, and
people sometimes forget about such a simple things, you know.
exactly, and they should be reminded.
Yeah. Okay, I'm very glad we have finished it today.
Yes.
It was a pleasure for me to to play it with you and to remember how it's going, what is going on in the game, because I totally forgot about some things in the game, and it was a surprise for me after this years.
It's surprising that you can forget what you've done yourself, because it feels like you'll never forget it, but then it turns out it can happen.
I don't know, maybe just how my memories works, I don't know, but I'm looking at the game and it's like from another life, you know. Okay.
So many things have happened, so much has changed.
Yeah, a lot of things.
I also enjoyed playing this game with you a lot. And it's really interesting to hear how it was developed, all these troubles, all these interesting tricks, and the game itself, it's very unique, it's very different from everything else, and it's also good to see something like that.
Yeah, thank you for your kind word, and because I understand it's not your cup of tea, but you still kind of like it. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you.
I can still see the value in this game about, you know, learning all these mechanics eventually. Though it's like something from the past, kinda like when you know, in the past, like you had Nintendo console and few games, and they were really hard, but you had no other choice but to learn every small detail about their mechanics in order to complete them, because you didn't have any other games.
Yeah, and games
and
was like
and
more
it's
different.
also it's a strength of this game, and because that it would work well for that kind of audience, but it's also a weakness, because this kind of approach doesn't really work today, when there are a lot of games and where you can like buy games like without even leaving your home, just like by a few clicks on a website.
Yeah, and you know all the controls inside the game, you know. I just watched some streaming. I forgot the name of the game, but the guy who played is complaining about why they did not make the the sprint run is not on shift on a shift key. So he was so used to use it shift key for the sprint run. So it's like some fixed thing, you know, and he cannot imagine the game with different controls at all. So
yes, and for me it's really sad to see, like I said on the Power Slave stream, it was sad to see people which were complaining that Power Slave does not have mouse, because it's playing so awesome with keyboard. You don't really need mouse support, and developers worked really hard to make it playable with keyboard only, like enemy behaviors and player movements, everything was deliberately made so that the game would be properly playable with keyboard. And unlike Bot or Redneck Rampage, which absolutely require mouse, but not Power Slave, and it's really sad that people cannot see the effort, all this effort that developers put into that to create a different experience, like something different to play like using only your keyboard.
Yeah. Okay, thank you for streaming. It was a real pleasure for me.
It was a
I think
pleasure
this
for
is the
me
end.
too. Yes. Thank you very much for coming to all these streams and for completing the whole game with me. It was an honor to play and discuss a whole game with the developer.
Okay. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Nikolai.